Today, I want to tell you the untold stories of traveling full-time.
What I've been struggling lately with is,
But this time, living in a car in a foreign country.
can't believe I get to say this, but welcome to Europe, guys.
If this is the first time we've met, my name is Sandro and I live full-time in my Tesla Model X. Over the last 2 years, I have roamed all over North America, even making to the Arctic Ocean. Soon, I'll be driving down the Pan American down to South America. But before I do that, there are a few more things I have to do.
I can't believe I get to say this, but welcome to Europe, guys. More specifically, the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is a small country in about the middle of Europe, bordered by Germany, Poland, and some other European countries. And this, let me introduce you to, it's Baby Beluga, a 2021 Tesla Model Y, given by Mr. Green. So thank you so much for giving me a mobile home. And for the next 7 weeks, we'll be touring Europe. And today I actually want to give you guys a little bit of a tour to see how I am thriving on the road, because this is probably the most minimal setup that I've had ever. This side, I have my towel drying right now. And then I have a small miniature fridge, a 12-liter to the side. There's nothing in it, but we have a small fridge. It runs on a 12-volt DC. I got my black screen, so nobody knows that I'm in here. And then I'll show you guys the kitchen, what I'm working with here. It's exciting. I have another home. So this is the Frobel setup for my friend Jimmy. He sent one to Europe for me to pick up, so very grateful for that. 2 slide-out drawers like this. We got 2, very similar to mine, what I have in my Model X. And then on the left side, I have some additional supplies for cooking as well in here. And then when I lift the sub trunk, I have my propane. Yes, we are a little bit outdated now. We're going back to gas. But a friend of mine, Oliver, thank you so much for donating this for the trip. We have a 20-liter reservoir and then some other cooking supplies. On the left side, we have our essential survival gear, a sleeping bag, and then a blanket as well. And then on this side, underneath here, we have all my wardrobe and some travel essentials. And I basically traveled just with a backpack like that. That's all I carried with me. And of course, let me show you guys what's in the front, because it's a very underrated tool. So we have our propane canister, our toiletries, hiking gear, mobile charger, first aid kit, and charging equipment as well. So we got 2 chargers. In Europe, it's a CC1 plug, just like that. Very different from North America. And then of course you have your standard mobile adapter that you can plug into any wall. So what has it been like for me being back in Europe? Because I spent a few days in the Netherlands with some family and some friends, reconnecting to the country that I was born in, but I don't feel a connection there because I was 8 years old when I left the Netherlands, when I moved to Brazil. So it's hard for me, besides my family, to feel a connection to the country, because for my trip down to South America, I wanted to see everybody and to kind of tell them about the expedition coming up, because it's going to be dangerous. And yeah, and I don't know, I could die. I'm not trying to be too dramatic here, but I could die. But it's kind of time to go find our spot to sleep tonight, as I don't want to camp here. It's very quiet, but there's train tracks right behind me. And on the iOverlander app, which I use to find different camping locations, the train could be very loud back behind me. So we're gonna go and look at this other spot, which is nearby. Hopefully, I can park there safely overnight, but I also have certain rules that if I'm gonna go into an unknown territory, I set up shop before it gets dark, because you never know, right? You never know who's gonna be watching. What I love about being in Europe is everything is so small and you can see such fast history of a country. I guess it's over there somewhere in that field. It's kind of weird just randomly wild camping in a farmland, but it's on iOverlander. This is something I don't have in my Model X. Driving dynamics. Let's do off-road assist. Adjust traction control to optimize performance, off-road, some autopilot safety features such as automatic emergency braking and lane departure avoidance features are not available when off-road is enabled. So just when I pulled up, that gentleman came out of nowhere, and he's gonna see me go into a field randomly. It's like that golden hour. And we're gonna be here quietly, enjoying this beautiful sunset later. And rule number 1 is prep your bed before you go to bed. That made no sense actually. Prep your bed before it gets dark. And sunset is in about 20 minutes or so. So we're just on time today. And that's the exit, and I always orient it forward, so anybody comes here tonight, they see that I mean business. That I'm never caught from behind, essentially. So I'm always facing forward, so in case I do have to skedaddle, I can bulldoze my way out of here. And I have a lookout tower right here with private security for tonight. I'm actually curious, let's go up here. Maybe we should sleep here tonight. Whoa. A great bird's eye view of the land around us. No window. Does anybody know what these are? Are they for like hunting or overseeing your property to see if there's no trespassers? If you know, put it down below in the comments. I'm curious. I think it maybe might be for hunting actually, because I did see deer here. It was 35 Czech dollars. That's the currency. But that is like $1 for a slice. That's crazy. Wow. As much as I love sunsets and sunrises, I think clouds are cool. Like right there, I think it looks like a little baby. What I've been struggling lately with is I feel like I abandon people on the road. I meet great people, we hang out together, but I always tend up leaving. And my trip to South America is a great example. Like I had a very stable and beautiful relationship, and recently I broke up with her because we don't want to do long distance, and my life is great. Like I had every single freedom to explore, and then I would go back to Oregon to be with her. And this was the first girlfriend that I actually loved. Leaving was very difficult, very sad, but we both don't want to do long distance because that's even harder. So we mutually decided to break up. We spent some time together. I'm dedicating my life to make this expedition possible. And if you want to support my travels, I do have a Patreon, which is linked down below. And the reason why I launched the Patreon is not to bribe the cops in South America, but to raise funds that I can feed myself, the co-pilot, while Beluga and I travel down south. And I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. Deep down, I think I'm able to make it. This is how I stay clean. Baby wipes. Because when you live on the road, it's not always pretty. You just gotta be very zakelijk, we say in Dutch, which means like very business. Gotta make the tough decisions. So this is that sub trunk from behind what's underneath my kitchen. And then you repurpose that, and then this is essentially your headrest. Right, and then you got the pillows. Oh, be nice and cozy tonight. Oh man, it's tight. Oh. Okay. I don't realize actually how much space I have now that I live in the Model Y versus my Model X. I just realized how much space I have in my Model X. I'm not complaining here. I just have gotten a greater appreciation for extra space, like a little bit, but it's a lot. And lately I've been journaling a lot more as well. Every morning or every night, I have been just reflecting on my day, on my travels, writing a little post-it card to myself. Sometimes I write to my father, like if he was still alive, what would I write him on a card? So it's like a dialogue that I have with him. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but he's still one of my primary super fans. I'm still gonna set up my privacy screens. So, in case somebody comes knocking tonight, they can't see directly me. They can see the car, they can see the front, but they can't see me. Okay, but I want to leave you with this. Where is your next adventure to? Because there's plenty of time to be dead. Drive safe out there, okay? Cheers.